My new title is ex-North American Sales Manager after my company sees this.
Oh my God. What's up, guys? How you doing today? Welcome to another episode of JDTCo. And like we always say, we're the originators. Okay? I hit the drum and you hear a bang. Other people, nothing, silence. Me, I come out swinging. And I promise you guys, when I started this shit show, I was going to get people in the hot seat. And today we got Matt McKegney here in studio. What state are you from?
I live in South Carolina right now.
South Carolina. You're a long way from home, kid.
Well,
I brought the nice weather up for you, though.
Well, you know, North Carolina, Charlotte's right on the border, so I'm like a quarter mile south of Charlotte, but my taxes are like a third of what it would be.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So listen, I'm going to ask you some questions. Now, clearly you work for AirCat, right? Exclusively?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
He's not a rep. He works for the mother company.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So how long have you worked for AirCat?
Okay, so I actually started with the original founder owner, Bob Sterling. He started it in 1998. He had a chain of, I think, Midas muffler shops in the Northwest.
So his wife was with part of the business too?
Correct.
'Cause I remember her at tool shows.
Yeah. Bob and Louise. So what had happened is he had gone into Seattle with these muffler shops, and they had noise restrictions and stuff. So the air tools were causing all kinds of issues for him. So since he was in the muffler business, he said, well, why don't I just take the muffler technology and put it in the exhaust of an air tool? That became AirCat. So his whole idea was just to license this technology to IR, Snap-on, Chicago Pneumatic, Matco, whoever. Well, IR bit, and they developed their own muffler system, and I was with Ingersoll Rand when that happened.
Was that the Scotch-Brite pad? That was it?
It used to be to make the noise, muffle the noise, they just take the Scotch-Brite, cram it up there. Well, then after you start oiling it and then picking up some dirt, it'd clog up.
Jump in here. My guys all pulled that out. Go ahead.
Okay. So
They did, though. Guys would pull it out, though, right?
They would just pull it out, and it would eliminate everything. So what he did was take the technology of a muffler, make the noise quiet, and not allow the air tool to lose power. Because once that exhaust becomes clogged up with Scotch-Brite, you lose power. So Ingersoll Rand was the first one to buy the technology, and then they developed their own outside his patents. And so he saw how many air tools was being sold, so that's when he got into business.
How long have I known you?
Gosh, I was with IR from 1991. I'm sure we met sometime in the 90s, and then I was at CP from 2004 to 2011.
How long have you been in the automotive industry?
Okay, my dad was a DuPont paint rep, and he started with DuPont in the 60s, retired in the 90s. I got into it in 1980 in a paint, body, and equipment jobber store.
Listen, most of our audience wasn't born in 1980.
Correct. We got boots older than most of your audience.
Yeah, I started in 85. I started myself, so I wasn't much further behind you. You might have a few years on me.
Yeah, a little bit.
The biggest problem in the world today is the supply issue. Correct? In general, not just schools, in general.
Correct.
And one of the biggest problems is we always tell the story about my son bought a Bronco. It took 2 years to get because they were out of what? What were they out of? Chips.
Yep.
Chips.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Chips. Big problem. Chips. Everybody's got a chip in it. 2 chips. 3 chips. How many chips do AirCat tools have?
0.
Okay, guys, you heard it here first. These are chipless tools. Okay?
Chipless tools.
Chipless tools. No chips in here.
No chips.
Readily
No
available.
batteries.
No batteries.
Run all day.
And again, I mean, clearly the cordless tool industry has affected the air tool industry.
Absolutely. Impacts, ratchets, and stuff. And we're gonna make air tools because that's what we know. We'll never get into the battery market.
Well, that's my question. I got another question. I got that question.
Go on.
Does AirCat plan on getting into the cordless tool industry?
AirCat brand will not be in the battery tool business, period. We know air tools, and we still are growing. We're still coming out with new products. We've launched more new tools than all our competitors combined in the last 3 years.
Do you think the cordless tool industry will completely take over the air tool industry one day?
Not completely. I think in your high production shops, particularly tire shops and stuff, they've seen that the battery tools just don't hold up as long as air tools. I'm talking production. When a shop buys the tools air is going to be the predominant tool because of the cost factor and the durability.
Now, answer me a question. Let me just pull out a half-inch impact gun here. I sell a lot of these on a truck. I like this gun. I like AirCat. All right, check it out. Now, I've been selling tools for a long time. And
you missed two things.
oh shit, my bad.
This is what guns come in? Handguns. Same type of bag.
Really?
We want to, if you go buy a pistol, that's what you're going to find, usually wrapped in that. And then on the tip of every anvil, we put a rubber stopper to protect not just the tool, but the box that it comes shipped in. Okay? We don't want any nicks. That's a little extra. Nobody else does that.
Just this nick. Nobody does that, but they do. They care. This probably cost a penny or two. But you know what? AirCat says, you know what? I got you. Because they care! Nobody else does, but they do. Okay? So anyway, what?
Well, they're in a good spot.
Of course I do. I put it there. So listen to me. What's the biggest... And I know the answer, but I know you do. What's the biggest problem with the durability, longevity of air tools?
The only reason an air tool fails, and that's any air tool, not just AirCat, you don't oil it. Lack of lubrication. Oil it at the end of each day. Put a good healthy amount in. The best thing to do is like this. Take it upside down, put some oil in, hook it back up to the hose, crack the trigger for a split second, gets into the motor, which is the only place it gets, store it upside down like that, forget about it. You'll never have a problem.
Listen,
that's all you got to do.
I remember early on, I've been selling AirCat since the beginning. And it's really funny because AirCat in the beginning was the first air tool that it never broke. It never broke. They just lasted forever. They were a breath of fresh air. And I'm not just saying it because you're sitting here. This is my story. They were a breath of fresh air in the air tool industry because they were bulletproof. And once in a while, the lever in the back would get hard.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So I was at a tool show one time and I talked to somebody from AirCat. It wasn't you. I don't think
Probably Bob, the founder.
It might have been. I don't know. It might have been. No, it wasn't you. I don't think it was you.
Yeah.
And I was telling him, I was like, what's going on, Bubba? He's like, listen to me. He said, this is a very easy fix. So you don't have to send it in. He goes, get yourself a very good penetrating oil. Something quality. Not WD-40. WD-40 is trash. It was invented in World War II as a water dispersant. That you should be using that on nothing. And it stinks. Right? I don't like WD-40. There's a lot of good penetrating oil out there. Croyle, Blaster. My favorite is the Seafoam one, the Deep Creep. Love it. Okay? Yeah. Or if you want, we should order some more in. There's an air tool conditioner.
Yeah, the Blaster.
Blaster. Yeah, that's right.
Love that stuff.
So basically, what you got to do is you just, again, like he said, you fill it up, hit the trigger. You fill it up, hit the trigger. Now with the Blaster, you let it sit for 15 minutes.
Yep.
15 minutes. After, and I did a live demo on we have no air, unfortunately, in this building. We did it at my home garage. You get a rag, and you put that rag in front of the exhaust. On this will be here.
On the handle.
You got to see the stuff that comes out of your tool. Guys, the problem in the air tool industry isn't the tools. It's you. The old Jamaican proverb, Nick, what is it? The finger of blame never points at you. Right?
Sure.
Well, it's the compressed air. It's a natural occurrence.
Can I finish?
Sorry.
You're giving it dirty air. Drain your compressor. Put a water separator on there and oil it. Okay? Go on, sorry.
Here's one thing. I don't work for Blaster.
This shit works though.
I've known about them for 20, 25 years. So if your air tool starts to run slow, get some of that Blaster ATC, stands for Air Tool Conditioner. Try that stuff. It's amazing how it'll clean it out and your tool will be back up to normal.
You know, through the years or months or weeks, your tool gets like a film in there, and it's a buildup, and your veins start getting scored. You're losing pressure, and that's what happens if you keep it clean and lubricate it. You know, listen, I'm not going to say you'll never break a hammer or break something because hard parts do break. Yep. But 90% of the time, it's the soft parts. It's your O-rings, your springs. Back in the IR days, the 231, the 244,
it's a whole bunch of those.
A billion of them.
Yeah.
The Thunder Guns, which was, in my opinion, the Thunder Gun Titanium was the best air gun ever made back in the day. Nothing was better.
It was loud.
Loud, but that bitch worked.
It worked.
But the biggest problem with that is, first of all, I had an oil reservoir. Okay, so people would oil the reservoir, and they wouldn't put oil down here. And always there was a little stainless steel spring in there that after a while used to rot and rust.
Yep.
Okay, so you have to pull it out, clean the spring, or replace the spring, change that little O-ring in the cup, put it back together, boom. Right?
Yep.
You remember what I'm talking about? Very common problem. But like if you oiled it and conditioned it and gave it clean air, your tools are begging for clean, dry air. Right?
Yes.
They are. That's what they want.
One thing about air pressure, all air tools are designed to run at 90 psi. Okay, that's 90 psi measured right here at the air inlet while the trigger is fully engaged. So if you put a gauge here, you pull the trigger, it should read 90. Not 110 on the wall with a 50-foot hose. You're going to have a big pressure drop. And I've seen it drop anywhere from 40 to 50 pounds. So anyways, all air tools, not just AirCat, designed to run at 90 psi measured here while the trigger is fully engaged. FYI.
See, listen, we're not here just to sell AirCat tools. We're here to educate the marketplace.
Help. Make them last longer. It's your money. We make it last longer.
Right? Okay? We care. I'm here for money and making sales too, don't get me wrong. But, you know. What?
Yeah, that's why everyone's here.
Yep.
Okay, so this is the new half-inch impact. This is the was it thermo, what do you call this thing? The Vibrotherm. I got a little speech impediment going here, you know.
Yep.
But this is a quiet gun, right?
It's very quiet. It's got it's got an enhanced muffler system. We got a new patent on a redesign of that. It's even more quieter than they were before. The biggest thing is a whole new hammer mechanism, which eliminates 50% of the vibration compared to the twin hammer mechanism, which is the most popular type of hammer mechanism in an impact right now.
How many foot-pounds torque does it have?
Max torque is 1,300. Or excuse me, breakaway is 1,300. Max torque is 950.
You want to sell a lot of these?
Yeah.
You know what you should do?
Let's do it.
Start a channel on YouTube and make it win everything.
You know, I'm going to bring that up. I'm going to bring that up to my boss, Chris. Maybe they're watching.
Maybe they're watching? You should start like a channel and call it like Cat Test Channel.
AirCat Matt.
Yeah, Cat Test Channel. Help me. We catch you, we call you. That's all. That's all we're going to say.
Yeah.
I did
we
a little,
need it, yeah.
We
need our own channel.
Listen, you should. You know what? I mean, you should start your own channel. Yep. You keep your faces out off the camera and just make it win everything. You'll sell 1 million of them.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Is that against the law? That's gotta be. Everybody breaks my balls. I get a cease and desist in the mail at least once a week.
We got one
Okay.
today.
I got one today.
We got one 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, 5 minutes ago I got a cease and desist. Okay.
From who?
I don't want to say.
From a company.
Yeah. And you know, it makes me laugh because I mean, like, I want to wallpaper my office in them. That's my goal. Okay, I'm gonna wallpaper my
We're
office.
halfway done.
Cease and desist. Let it. Hey, want me to have one sent to you? It's 8 pages.
I can't believe I haven't got one yet. Oh my god. Anyway, I don't want to get down. I don't want any problems in legal matters. Okay. You look at a guy like me, right? I
can tell you care.
I don't care. But it's funny because like I have 3 really good friends.
Yep.
And what are they, Nick?
Lawyers.
Lawyers.
Yeah. They're expensive friends.
Oh my god. Actually, make it 4. 4.
Okay.
Guy in California.
Okay.
Good friend. If you're watching this, what's up, Dave? Anyway, listen. So we'll cut all this out. We'll that. So what do you think is the most? I mean, in today's. I mean, first of all, I didn't see an electric one of these yet. A cordless one of these yet. Have you?
No, and I know
they're working on it.
They're working on it.
I know.
It's going to be interesting to see how they do it. I mean, it's called an air hammer. So I don't know how you substitute.
Well, they changed the name. It's going to be called an auto hammer.
Well, I believe.
I heard that drinking when I.
But the issue is like, this is probably the most simplest tool on the planet.
3 moving parts.
Right. Air comes in, pushes a piston, comes out.
Diaphragm, front diaphragm.
And it just goes back and forth like that.
And listen, if you break one of these, you're a gorilla. Because let me tell you something. There's nothing. If you kept this thing, what do you think the biggest problem with this keeping this thing together is?
I give up.
Don't let this get loose. Because when this gets loose, the diaphragm gets out of whack. Correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Very common problem. As long as you're keeping this tight, your diaphragm will stay. Because what it is 2 pieces of plastic fiber with a little flapper in there that's the
Right.
size of a dime.
It redirects the air.
That's all it does. So if you keep it tight in one piece together, you'll never have a problem. And again, clean and lubricated, because this shaft goes back and forth and there's very tight tolerances. And if it gets a little bit of corrosion or rust or anything on there, it'll slow it right down.
Yep.
Again, clean, lubricated, and maintained.
Yep.
Maintain. You got to maintain your.
Never have any issues.
You know, I don't know if you heard. I changed the complete cordless tool market with my tool detailer. Okay, look right here. I changed the industry making this stuff. I'm going to make something for the air tool industry. Change that industry too. I'm an innovator. You can copy me. You can be a Nick Merlo 2.0. You could be a Nick Merlo Jr. 2.0 copy. But you know what? I got more gas in my tank. I invent stuff. I come out with stuff.
That says it'll work on your air tools as well.
This will work on your air tools externally.
Yeah, not the
Yeah.
Nick, how do you know it says it on the label?
Because it says it on the label.
You wrote the label. Okay, that's some shit, huh? Cordless tool detailer works on this stuff too.
Yep.
It'll work on anything.
It'll work on anything. It'll clean your blackened soul. What?
It'll work on tennis shoes?
Have you ever used this stuff before?
No.
You have a carry-on or are you flying?
Yes, I'm flying.
Just a carry-on?
Yeah, I flew up here for this.
With carry-on now?
Yes.
So we'll send you a bottle to your house. You could use stuff like.
Is it under 4 ounces?
No, it's more than 4 ounces.
No.
You can't get on then.
Yeah, that's what I just said. Were you here?
You get in trouble.
I just said that.
Yeah, I'm carrying on. I only came up here for today.
I know. He flew up to see me for the day. I don't see him going to your tool dealer because your tool dealer's lazy. And tell him I said he's lazy. Everybody's lazy out there. Everybody wants the easy money. I want to sell tools online. Just all I got to do is put my name out there, and the cash is coming through the door slot, right? It ain't that easy, is it?
Ain't no clam bake.
It ain't no clam bake. Okay?
I like that.
None of this shit's easy. You think selling tool? You think these guys? This is a new tool, right?
Yes, it came out. We launched that at the SEMA show 2021.
Okay, did you sell a lot of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is like a copy of the white trucks, isn't it?
Yeah, it's similar. It comes with a quick change chisel retainer.
Check it out. This comes with a quick coupler. If you bought it from somebody else, this probably cost you $65, $75, I bet. If not more. Right?
Right.
And it's free. They give it to you free. Are these a hot seller, Stubbies?
Very much.
I really think the stubby market is a we sell a ton of stubby impacts, mostly to truck mechanics. Okay? And mostly cordless or 3/8, but in air tools, guys like 1/2 inch. Okay? What's torque setting up torque on this?
500.
500 foot-pounds of torque. Now think about it if you're a truck mechanic. This is the size of your hand. You can get any spot with it. The vibrotherm, that's the
hammer mechanism.
That's where it's got the metal shield around it.
Right. The hammers are enclosed by us. We're the only ones. That's we developed that 2 years ago.
Interesting. Because everybody else is open-ended, and yours is...
Yeah, it's the twin hammer, or it's the pinless, which is common in the 1-inch impacts. So the twin hammer, Ingersoll Rand, I think, developed in the 60s, and that's the most popular hammer mechanism.
Every impact that's on the market just about has the same internals as an Ingersoll Rand 231.
They're definitely an offshoot of that.
Yes, everybody.
Most of them.
Yeah, even Ingersoll Rand, the only thing they really changed on it through the years was they made the end shaft a little bigger than smaller. Used to be like the size of your pinky, and then it went to about the size of your thumb because the parts were always interchangeable. Even the titanium, the Ingersoll Rand, the 1/2 inch titanium has the same internals as the 231 that came out in the 60s.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. Right?
Yep. And like I said, all impacts, I shouldn't say all, 90% of the air impacts operate off a twin hammer mechanism.
Except for the Ingersoll Rand cordless is not twin hammer.
No, it's like the
old style. I forget what it's
we
called.
call it
pin and clutch, right?
Yeah, we call it. Yes, you're right. You're right.
I know. You know why? I'm the godfather of the tool industry. He didn't know, but I did. He might have forgot, but I knew.
That's cordless. I don't pay. None of those cordless manufacturers buy air tools.
Well, listen, the original air tools were the same thing, pin and clutch, right? Boom.
Chicago Pneumatic developed that, I think, in the 50s or 60s.
Let's talk about CP for 30. I know you worked there.
Yeah,
we can talk
7
about
years.
Talk about it a little bit.
Yep.
Do you remember Harold?
Harold Cropsey. Yes.
He's a good guy. He did a ride along on a tool truck a couple times. Nice guy, gentleman. He was I think he was vice president of CP or
Yeah, he was
somebody
up there. He was 40 years, something like that.
You know what he always said? Whoever controls the half-inch, whoever makes the best half-inch impact controls the market.
Yep.
That was true back in the day. Not so much now, but back in the day, that was it.
No.
And
well, whoever makes the best cordless.
Now, but I'm back in the day, it was Air Tools.
Right.
But like, do you remember the old CP turbo guns?
Yeah.
They were good.
Yeah.
They were good.
If you got enough air to them.
If you got enough air to them. But I still got a customer, Ricky. We've talked about it numerous times. He owns a shop. Doesn't really use that much his tools, but he's in his car. He has it's like brand new CP 3/8 impact, the turbo one.
Oh really?
It's like every time I look at it, I always touch it because we sold so many of them. It was such a good gun back in the day.
Yep.
But nobody gave him enough air.
Unfortunately, that air motor required a lot of CFM, more than most shops had. Yeah. If it was in a heavy-duty truck shop, that wasn't an issue. But not all the tools are sold that way.
Yeah.
So
here's it's when it comes to cordless tools, you slap battery on it, you go.
Yep.
And normally you're gonna have if we're talking about Milwaukee, a 5.0, 8.0 battery, and you got plenty of power. But when you're using air tools, there's so many more variables. It's your compressor, it's the humidity out. If it's the summertime, you're generating, the compressor's making water. And so now you're giving it wet air. Your hose, is it 25 foot? Is it 50 foot? Is it 100 foot? Guys want 100 foot hoses. What does a 100 foot hose do to an air tool?
There's a formula for the length of the hose, how much the pressure drops. I don't know exactly what.
100 foot's a lot, though.
Oh yeah,
a lot.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a lot of variables, and that's why we're trying to educate you guys. And I know you guys are all professional mechanics. You know everything, like me. But there's sometimes you got to put your listening ears on, guys. Right? You don't learn every day. I taught you some shit today.
I hope I learned something again today.
Did you hear about this? No, that's all I showed you.
No.
Learn something.
Can you make that air tool cleaner?
Oh, I can. Trust me, I can. I'm already working on it. Okay. We should make a lube. Next lube.
Yeah.
Okay? Coconut scented.
Right on.
But listen, I want guys to come in and we call it the hot seat. Sit in the hot seat. Luke,
yeah.
You know Luke Tucker?
Luke!
He's been in the hot seat.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? You know Jody Barry?
Jody, yes.
He's been in the hot seat.
Yep.
How about Pat O'Brien? You know Pat O'Brien?
Pat O'Brien is our rep in this area. He's a Jersey guy. He's a Jersey rep.
Pat O'Brien's a good guy.
Yep.
He's done a few different things for us, and he's got to get back in here, Pat. Where's he been? He's getting lazy. Did you fire him?
I'll call him.
Did you fire him?
No,
you can't call him on a year. You got to wait till the thing's over.
I'll call him anyways.
He's the wild card. Me, I'm normal. Hey, listen. Quick question for you.
Go ahead.
Have you ever had lunch with Donald Trump?
Yes. You want to see a video?
No, I see the video. Okay, I want to tell. I got to tell a quick story. He's on Facebook. Me too, obviously. And I'm sitting here one day.
6-7 years ago. 5-6 years ago.
It's Easter, right? And there's Matt, and he's sitting there. He's all dressed up. He's got a nice suit on, a tie on, and he's doing a video. And there's Donald Trump like 3 feet behind him.
Yeah.
Apparently, I believe your ex used to belong to the same country club.
Mar-a-Lago. And he's a regular guy and treated her and treated me. I can't say a bad word about the guy.
Who's AirCat's biggest competitor?
Cordless.
Cordless, in general.
It is what it is. I understand the convenience of batteries. All I'll say about air, we're not going away. As long as there's air in the tires, there's going to be air in the shops. Overall, if you stuck a step back and look at the total cost of ownership, air is still cheaper. That's all I'm going to say. But your money, buy whatever you like, whatever's most convenient.
And if you're going to consider buying air tools, maybe consider buying AirCat. AirCat stands behind their stuff, and and listen, man,
you don't have a lot of problems with it, but if you ever do I take care of it?
Yes, you do.
100%.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, any warranty with AirCat has been.
Where's my favorite tool? Hang on, we're over here.
Oh yeah.
But so what's the best-selling product that you guys have?
Right now, this guy is.
Okay.
The 1178 VXL full-size half-inch Vibrotherm drive.
Well, I'm not going to say what we sell it for because I'm sure I'll get a cease and desist. Go to the website. Apply the discounts.
Yeah, all the pricing has been updated on there.
All the pricing has been updated there. Okay? I did a YouTube video last night and this guy was like, you don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea. People are, and listen, I don't want nobody getting in trouble, but like, I'm not going to mention the manufacturer, but nobody's making all their own tools these days. Nobody.
No.
Nobody. And we're going to leave it at that, but he said...
I will say that our stuff is made in Taiwan. with factories that we had long-term relations going back to the 80s, and
It's bulletproof, guys.
those machine tools that make our tool is our property, and we contract with them. But that's our property in there. They only make it for us, and we have a very
The
strong.
factory's not owned by Communist China?
No, Taiwan.
Taiwan.
The real China.
Taiwan.
Okay, a good what's the word I'm looking for? When you have a capitalist economy, like America, supposed to be.
Well,
I said supposed to be. I said supposed to be. Okay. We like to work. Don't be sending us free checks. Free checks.
Passive income.
My guys on the other end of that camera, they are workers. They worked all through this bullshit. They didn't get a day off. Listen, I deal with farmers. I deal with truckers. I deal with mechanics.
Oh.
That's who I deal with. Okay?
Hey.
My guys drive pickup trucks.
Real work.
Okay? I was a Mac tool dealer for a few years. I don't know if you ever heard the story.
Mac?
Yeah, I was broke. Had no money. How else would I be? Right? Working for them? Just can't be going working for them. Yeah. But they had this, I think, first.
Oh, yeah. The flex head cutoff tool.
This is a great tool. We sold a ton of them. And
so it's got 3 positions, locks in. Takes the average 3-inch wheel.
these are already hot seller free, no?
Yeah.
I saw a lot of these on the truck, guys. This is a great tool. Is that on the website?
yeah, of course.
On the app? Give me that.
This is our 6700 series sanders. Great price, 2-year warranty. No lubrication on sanders. Super lightweight.
You don't lube these at all?
You do not lubricate these
Do me a favor.
sanders.
Hang on, Nick. Wait. Amazon won't do this for you. Because Jeff Bezos ain't got no time for that. Nick, wait this.
Yeah.
Okay? He said it was light, and when I took it out of the box, I felt it was light. So I'm going to weigh it for you. Because that's what I do. 1.8 pounds. That's
light.
nothing.
Right.
That's nothing.
You know, another thing, the motor is a patented double sealed motor, so it prevents any kind of dust from getting in there.
This is really nice.
It's very lightweight and very strong.
I like how you did this little thing here.
Yep.
For the hand rest.
Yep.
Okay.
Totally designed with your palm.
AirCat, listen guys, AirCat's changing the industry. Okay, you know what?
We pay attention every now and then.
They pay attention every now and then. I like that. What's in the future for AirCat? What's coming next? You said no cordless hand tools?
Oh yeah. No. More air tools.
More
We're still looking at stuff. We got some smaller, lighter, faster, more powerful.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. Technology keeps improving. The motors keep improving. So we want to be on the cutting edge of that. I mean, like I said, we've launched more new tools than all our competitors combined in the last 3 years, and that's how we're going to grow with new products.
Did I ask you why the first generation were bulletproof? Like what the f were they? Did they catch pixie dust? Because they didn't break back in the day.
No, and that's the thing is that we don't. And I've been at the competition. I know we have less issues than they do. I know we do.
They were bulletproof. I mean, listen. I don't want to. Listen. In my tool truck, a lot of guys they like that titanium gun. Me, I'm not a big fan. I'll be honest with you. Okay. I like selling AirCat because AirCat holds up. And if you walk out to my truck right now, you'll see AirCat. That's what I like to sell. In the store, I got an AirCat shelf. I don't see any other air tool shelves in here. Do you?
I think we might have one Ingersoll Rand product.
Yeah, we got one because we like to keep everybody happy. But trust me, we sell AirCat and we sell it for a reason. Right.
No problems.
No problems. And if there's a problem, they'll take care of it.
Yeah.
And down the road, and I like the fact that you were showing the people out there that you can pull up a parts list.
I'm telling you, AirCat.com has all the parts breakdowns, all the specs you'd ever want to know about, everything. Just go on there and search, click on the products, click on that tool. You'll get the manual, you'll get the fact sheet, you'll get all the information you could possibly want.
So if there is a warranty issue, because these guys like to know this, would
Yep.
they deal directly with you, or would they have to send it back to us?
If you click on the service tab, it drops down and then you just pick your closest authorized warranty service center. So anybody, you'll see each state's listed and the actual name of the company along with their contact information. So
Okay.
all you need is a copy of receipt. That's it.
That's easy.
Okay.
If you don't have a copy of the receipt, we can go by the serial numbers. So it's
And I always tell everybody when you buy a tool new, it's always a good idea to get your camera phone. You'll have one and take a picture of the serial number.
that's a great idea.
It's a great idea.
Absolutely.
Even with the Milwaukee tools, I'm like, guys, take a picture and save it. Like they'll call us, my tool got stolen. Do you have the serial number? I'm like, we ship 30 of them a day. No, we don't. I mean, but take a picture. Yeah. take a picture and put a boot on it. Right? Put a boot on it.
We got boots.
Put a boot on it. I got boots. They got boots. We all got boots. Put a boot on it. Listen, I don't know. You sell your boots for you're probably a little more than we are because we negotiated a better deal with the manufacturer than you guys did probably. Okay. We just found out our boots are made by the same guy.
Yeah.
You know, put a boot on it. You're spending $100, $200, $300 on a tool. Put a boot on it, right? $20. Slap a boot on it. $23.
Yep.
What's that? It's insurance. Okay? It's insurance.
And then use that to clean the handle.
And use a little of this to clean
But you got to change the name to pneumatic tool detail.
We'll change the color. We'll change the smell.
Okay.
And we'll change the label. We can't do smoke and mirrors here? Okay, in closing, is there anything else you would like to cover? Because we're gonna wrap this YouTube thing up. We're probably talking an hour. And we're gonna go to TikTok next and Facebook.
Yep.
You ready?
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram.
Oh, Instagram. I don't do Instagram, he does. Okay?
We'll do it all.
I am the king
You are.
of all social media.
You were the first, so you are the king.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. What?
You were the first, so you therefore are the king.
Thank you, Matt. Appreciate that. Okay? And you know what? Back at you. You're the first air tool manufacturer to come in here, so you're the king of air tools. Nobody else. I don't care who they think is the biggest. He's the best. Okay? And if you're a manufacturer, you rep a product, get your lazy ass up to Jersey, fly, drive, walk, I don't care, take a train, sit in a hot seat, and let's talk about your company. Okay? Right?
Right on.
You did it.
Yeah, it's fun.
Like we always say around here, come for the price, stay for the show. Peace!